Hello, Soul family. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Today, we're going to discuss a little bit more about the Kabbalah. And I'm pretty sure I haven't made a video about this yet, but prior to the tree of life, before the all begins to manifest a physical reality, and it still just exists within the void, um, there are three levels, three spheres prior to it, or three layers of existence prior to the tree of life. And this is called, these vessels are called Ein Soph, and Ein Soph Or. So I'm going to read a little thing here. It just kind of breaks it down. The three veils of negative existence. So this is the part that's connected to the all, the no thing, the what most people call God, Source, the Creator. This entity, this thing, it is no thing. It is everything, but it also is no thing. And so we really need to understand that it's not a direct object. It's not a being. It's not a creator, old dude with a white beard on a cloud like most people think. This thing is within the void of nothingness, within the darkness. That's why in the Bible, God came from the darkness and created light. So these three vessels reside above the tree of life, above Kether, and they represent the outer limit of existence and the initial impulses of creation. So what was kind of happening before Kether was even created. So Ein is the highest form, and it's the first of the vessels, and it's literally translated as nothing or no thing, no existence. This is that darkness and void, literally no existence. It's an emptiness. The space stretches out forever, but it's nothingness. um, it is absolute emptiness, the opposite of existence, complete absence. So this is similar to that place you go whenever you go to sleep and empty that dark, deep abyss of nothingness. You return. That's why they call sleep the cousin of death, because when you're not actually, when your spirit's not traveling through the astral realm having experiences, when you're either just dreaming, or you're becoming lucid and having full astral experiences, um, whenever you leave there, you go even higher. You go to that nothingness where it's just black. You don't remember anything. So that's the highest sphere. Um, then next becomes the Ein Sof. The Ein Sof is the middle of the three veils, and it proceeds from Ein by necessity. It is literally translated as no limit. If there is nothing, then there are no boundaries or limitations. This is the limitless foundation, the eternity in its purest sense. So Ein Sof is without end. So Ein is nothing, no thing, no, like it's the absence of everything. Ein Sof is without end. Since it is no thing, it has no boundaries, it has no time. This exists outside of time and space and physicality. And this is the immensity and expansiveness of the all. So that is Ein Sof. And then you have Ein Sof Or. This is the lowest veil before it comes into Kether, situated closest to the tree of life, and it proceeds from Ein Sof as a necessity. It means limitless or eternal light, without any limitations. All things happen by virtue of the fact that there is no reason why they shouldn't. Light plays a very important role in the philosophy and symbolism of the Qabalah, and the Ein Sof Or is the light. Light means many things in Kabbalah: the light of wisdom, the light of life, the light of grace and love, and so on. But in attaching all these things, associations, it is important to remember that these refer to a human experience of light and the way an inner communion with the eternal light can heal and transform you, but not the simple nature of light in and of itself. So we're not talking about light as in this light that the ring light that is lighting me up right now, or the lights that as we see it's not that physical manifestation of light. This is the astral light, or Akashic records. This is the etheric light, the higher light of love and of wisdom and the intellect, the light of the intellect, which is what is activated within the magus whenever you're, walking this path of self-mastery, self-deification, and apotheosis. Where was overanalyzed, transformed, so what is the nature of this mysterious light? In metaphysics, such questions can be overanalyzed. The light of Qabalah is the same as the light described in science and experienced in our everyday life. It is just that it is experienced in a more direct Gnostic manner, or to be more precise, in the manner of it that it experiences itself. As Einstein's theory of relativity explains, if you are to travel at the speed of light, then strange things would happen to time and space, and you would experience yourself to be in all places and times at once. You would, in other words, be eternal. This is the experience of the light from its own perspective. When the world was created and the first light came into being, the entirety of space and time were created and held in a single moment. And moment's an inappropriate word, but there's no other word for it, really. Within the nature of light itself, this eternal moment was the Ein Sof Or. So where I was speaking before about Ein Sof Or being the when the all began to create and folded itself upon itself, going within, so that all even went within, and as it began folding itself into itself, that being or nothingness that it was, that darkness that it was, created light. And this light is without end. Once it began to create this light, that light began to pour into the spheres, the inner being of this entity or thing that is no thing, and it began creating the vessels, starting with Kether, Hokmah, Bina, Chesed, Gevurah, Tippereth, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, then Malkuth. And as I said, they poured into the Sephirah, shattered the Sephirah, because the light is, like I said, without end, and is pouring into these spheres, and these spheres shatter, and the glass or the stuff that the sphere was made of embedded itself into the void and created shells or husks, and that's what's called Klifa or Kli. This is connected to the Cliff-off, or the dark side of the tree, which is the back aspect of the shells of the tree that holds creation. The Cliffa is the shells of creation, basically, of the universe. But that is just basically explaining Ein Sof, and Ein Sof Ein is just nothing, no thing. That's why we understand that source is no thing. It is no entity or person or personality or something. It is no thing, but it is all things. We would view it as some form of consciousness, because the first Hermetic principle, the mind is all, the universe is mental. So this thing is not consciousness, but when it begins to create, it creates through consciousness, through thought or the word. That's why God created, and it's that frequency and vibration. That's why, like Tesla said, energy, frequency, and vibration, and you will understand the universe. Understand those three, basically. And those 3, 6, 9, vortex mathematics, phi, just the fractal nature of the universe, it's all connected. But I think that's going to be it for this video, just explaining the Ein Sof and Ein Sof and their connections to the Qabalah, and how they are no thing, completely expansive, and then it created within itself, within that limitless light, it folded into itself and created these Sephirah, which are spheres that create a vessel, Sephirah, and then actually, instead of it moving down like we view it on the tree, it's not actually like that. It's actually, it creates a Klifa, then the Sephirah will be inside of it, and then it expands to create the next Sephirah or Klifa that creates a shell, then that fills and becomes a Sephirah, then it goes out, and that's why you see in a bunch of these older texts that they're circles within circles within circles within circles, and it just expands out as the Sephirah go out. And since they are two sides of the same coin, Cliff-off and Qabalah, sometimes they show them as all the tree and then the Cliff-off separate, but they're like both sides of the same thing. They're like the shells of the Sephirah. But that's about it. I love you all. Hope everyone had a wonderful day today. Probably make a couple more videos before my girlfriend gets off work. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Make sure to connect with yourself and give gratitude. Actually, you know what? I'm definitely going to make a video about gratitude. I love you all. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace. Leave comments in the comment section down below if you have any questions. And also comments, like if you haven't, or if you like the video, and then subscribe if you haven't already. All right. Peace.